Hello there, and welcome to our podcast. I am Ananay Pandit, a counseling psychologist here at Antarmanh. I am well. Well, what does that mean? Does it mean that all is going smooth at the moment and you're not worried or sick? Or does it mean that you are thriving and making the best out of your experiences, all the while fulfilling your greatest potential every day? The truth is, it can mean both. Wellness is a state of cumulative physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health and well-being. It's a very subjective experience because what wellness means for one can be extremely different from what it means for another. For it's not only the absence of illness, but many positive attributes that contribute to a life worth living. The World Health Organization defines self-care as the ability of individuals, families, and communities to promote health, prevent disease, maintain health, and to cope with illness and disability, with or without the support of a healthcare provider. It's the very armor you have against daily stressors and disease. If you ask me, self-care hour is the only time of the day which is as blissful as nap time, mostly because of the flexibility it offers to me for what I can do with my time and energy without no set agenda. It is the way through which I first discovered what is it that I need, and also freely give a little back to myself in exchange of my body and mind providing for me in innumerable ways. I invite you to discover through this podcast what it can mean to be well for you and what all you must consider while planning your wellness regime. I think of it as emptying the bucket of dirty, used up energy in order to let go of what doesn't serve us, be it negative thoughts, worries, and doubts, be it negative emotions, tiredness, stagnation, every now and then on a regular basis. And yes, wellness is an everyday priority, just like all other necessary engagements for leading a life with meaning, happiness, and purpose. It's important that we don't carry the residue of our negative experiences along into our new ones. I wonder if it's really important to push schedules for unwinding, rest, rejuvenation, and restoration to the weekends. More often than not, we all feel guilty about slowing down and not doing enough. But is rest really a reward? Or is it a necessity? In order to be able to run fast and ace the demands of our professional and personal lives, it's extremely valuable to spend time taking care of our bodies and of our mind by exercising and nurturing. This is to pour a little in one's reservoir of life energy, which rewards us by empowering our sailing through what's challenging and stressful. Health and wellness skills are a prerequisite to enjoy any aspect of your life. Our mind and our body are constantly employed in one way or the other. Investing in self-care is subtly communicating to your being that you are important too. Not just through the output you are creating, not just through the things that you do, On the other hand, the mind and the body are also communicating with us about what it is and what's not working well. Through relevant signs such as mood, vitality, quality of sleep, our very skin, to name a few. It's important that we listen closely and become responsive to these signs early on, before a crisis has grown on us. Self-care thus in many ways is acting proactively in prevention of an undesirable outcome. There's no one sure shot secret to leading a healthy life, which is why wellness is a conscious commitment to a lifestyle and a constant choice to be made, to be responsive to one's own needs amongst many other. It is an intentional, ongoing approach to make healthier choices in not just one, but all the major areas of functioning, like the social front, the personal front, and the professional front, which anchors us towards nourishment and wellness. Most of the times, as the product of a culture and limited awareness, we fail to acknowledge even the most basic elements of human life, like emotional intelligence, boundary setting, and life skills, gradually making peace with leading very unhappy lives. In today's world, where the line between normal and abnormal has become blurry, the term mental health has been limited to the illness and suffering aspect, rather than the coping and holistic development it represents. Mental health and wellness is so much more than just the absence of the experience of a mental disorder. It represents resilience. It indicates the potential to learn, to grow, and to adopt new and healthy behaviors, which contribute to the overall positive development of individuals. It is truly amazing what we can achieve with a little effort and commitment to building a life you desire. You can always, and I mean always, seek professional assistance if the idea of chalking out a wellness regime seems too difficult to you. All you need to do is turn up the willingness, turn up the curiosity, and explore. Just explore. Explore how you can love yourself a little better. Explore how you can take care of yourself a little better. Explore the meaning of health, and eventually go beyond health into joy and ecstasy. The journey towards personal wellness can begin for you by first setting apart time for self-care. And self-care for you could be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. It doesn't even have to be too structured, but just enough to cater to your well-deserved need for restfulness, your well-deserved need for mindfulness, and your need for recreation and connection. So this is a question you must ask yourself. In which area of my life there is a deficit? In which area of my life do I need to pay some more attention? Take a moment to reflect. If you could add the 25th hour to the day, how do you intend to spend it? What is it that you would appreciate more of? And that is where you start. Self-care starts with tending to your own needs, recognizing the areas that need extra attention and putting in the effort to balance it out. With some willingness, with some effort, you have the potential to change your entire life, to change the very being of who you are, and make it into something more joyful, more blissful, and above all, more healthy. So with this, I leave you and I thank you for listening to yet another podcast by Antarmanh. Thank you.